So we've done extensors with each finger. We've done rest stroke with each finger. So those fingers should be feeling pretty good, but I'll still do free stroke. So focusing on what's between the stroke. Am I relaxed? You could practice very legato, where you're swinging, or placing lightly, so it's a very soft plant, to get used to sort of the idea that the stroke really originates on the string and how you can control that. So I do a combination of those, and then middle, start legato, relax. So the staccato, or maybe more detached, is not really happening in this hand. So it's with the right hand, but you can coordinate where you're relaxing, getting a little bit of relaxation in your left hand too. And then ring finger. Etc. And I would sometimes do, I talked about it in a previous video, using the app Metronome Plus, because you can set it to slowly increase the clicks without you having to, although if you're just doing right hand, you can probably mess around with metronome, but having it little by little increase as you're playing. So you might start one, at 60. Note or something, or a couple half notes, it would increase by a few clicks. And you're just practicing, focusing, but little by little, you're speeding up without knowing it, or you know it, but and then after you do a couple of those, so extensors, rest stroke, and free stroke for each finger. If you have time, you could do thumb and even pinky. Pinky, if you work a little bit on pinky, it will help with your lagging A finger. So then I'll bring in alternation. So. And here again, I'm thinking in pairs. So 1 and 2 and 3 and or 1 E and 2 E and. I'll do free stroke and then. Maybe then M. left hand wrist should be. And so index and middle, middle index, and then middle and ring. And I'll do both of those, rest stroke and free stroke. Right, and A. And again, like I've mentioned in other videos, where the videos that we worked on arpeggios with ring and middle, I will always, I mean, even if it's just a little bit more, but I'll always do more, because I think the more those are fluid and developed, it's just a weakness, right, in every hand, because these are less dependent or less independent. So I'll work more on M and A. I'll work on my strengths too, but I think knowing where the weakness is or what needs work and spending a little extra time on those gradually brings up the level of your overall playing. So I'll do those two, and then I might, if I have time, do AMI. And I'll also go into single note scales. So, or longer chromatic scales or whatever, but and sometimes I'll bring in AMI. And because I'm only starting with A here, I'll start with them with M. Right, or I. And I'll try and coordinate those. Again, with metronome, you can do metronome plus to increase your tempo as you go, or just, stay a long time at a slow tempo, then vary it and build up and see where it falls apart, or where you lack control, and you can work on it that way. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one. All right, go practice.